Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today we're gonna do something a little bit different with the potential of becoming chaotic very quickly. Today we're gonna be finding out together which books I'm going to be reading in April. So I've prepared a little game for this. It's my first time doing anything like this, so let me explain how this is going to work. I have made 3 different jars with book titles in them, and each of them have specific things inside. So this little jar over here has all the books that are on my shelves right now that I haven't read yet. This one has newer releases, so mostly books that came out late last year or at some point last year that I couldn't get to read then, and also the books that are coming out this year. Every month I will be adding to this jar titles that are in my radar that are coming out that month so that they can be an option. And then lastly, this one has books that came out either in 2022 or before then, and I wasn't able to read, or I didn't know about them then, and I found out that they existed and really wanted to read them. So that's this jar. I have a lot more up there, but if I added them they wouldn't all fit, so I'll be adding some of those in here every time I pull one out. Usually I read between 10 to 12 books every month, so the idea is to take out 4 titles out of each jar. The idea is to prioritize the books that are coming out right now and the ones that I already have on my bookshelf, so I probably will start reading those, and then of the ones that are a little bit older, I will read them at the end of the month and see how many of them I can get through. If at any point I DNF a book, I will pull out another out of the respective jar, and I'll probably put that on shorts so that you can keep track of that. Also, if the end of the month is approaching and any of the books that I'm gonna pull out in this video right now I haven't had the chance to read, and I'm probably not gonna be able to finish them all, I could always pull out a poll on Instagram or Twitter and you guys maybe can vote on which one I should pick up first. Okay, so without further ado, let's start picking out some books. I'm gonna start with the books that are already on my shelves. Let's see what comes out of these. Oh god, I'm scared. Some of these are like really old books or books that I got as a gift and never really got around to read them. Okay. Oh! Okay, In an Orchard Grown from Ash by Rory Power. Okay, so that's right here. It's a kind of chunky one. It's the second book in a series. I read the first one last year. It wasn't my favorite, but by the time I read it, I had already pre-ordered this and I completely forgot, so I did not have the chance to cancel the pre-order. I'm still kind of intrigued by the plot. I just wasn't the biggest fan of the world building and such, which was the first. I really liked Rory Power's previous books. I guess I'll have to read it now. Second one. Return to the Isle of the Lost. I actually have this one in Spanish. The first one I read, it was right around the time that the Descendants movies came out. I love Descendants, so I got it. I was in first year of college actually, and then this one was a gift and I never really felt the need to pick it up. I liked the first one, at least I remember liking the first one. I'm thinking I might like this one. I'm hoping I like it. Super sad true love story, and I'm gonna butcher the last name, Gary Steingart, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's right here. This book, I don't even know. I think I picked it up when I was in the UK, so in like 2017, 2018. And I picked it up at a bookstore. I don't know if it was like a buy one, get one free, or if it was just like one of these book stands at my college there. I'm not sure. But yeah, something about this book called to me, and I bought it and then never read it. So that's the third one. And the last. Oh god, no. A Cruel and Fated Light by Ashley Shuttleworth. I've been putting this off for quite a while too. Another chunky one. An extremely chunky one. I started it. I read 80 pages. and then never picked it up again. I read the first one in the series, A Dark and Hollow Star, and I quite liked it. I don't think I liked it quite as much as everyone else seemed to. It was just interesting and entertaining, and I liked the plot, but it took me so long to get through it. And this one is considerably longer, and terrified to read it. Mostly because it's long, and I am not sure if I remember a lot of the first book. And also I'm not sure if I'm gonna like it, so there's that. But it looks like I'm gonna have to! Okay, so that's all regarding the books that are already on my shelves. Let's continue with the backlogged TBR, as I've called it in my head. Okay. The colors are meant to mean something, like each color represents a year. I cannot for the life of me remember which year the yellow is from, but The Faithless Hawk by Margaret Owen. This is actually great. I recently finished the first book in this series, so it's good that I'll be able to read the second one while it's still kind of fresh in my mind. Okay. Okay. Purple, don't know what it means, but How to Succeed in Witchcraft. I'm also gonna butcher the pronunciation of his last name. Aisling Brophy. And then that one. One from each color so far. Royals by Rachel Hawkins. I read the second book in the series before I read the first one because I believe it was, I think I got it from like a contest or something, and I was not aware it was the second one in the series. But reading the first one now. Yeah, one from each color. That's impressive. Luck of the Titanic by Stacey Lee. I've been meaning to read this for so long, so now. For the new releases, I'm going to be adding 7 titles this month that are coming out in April this year, and I'm kind of excited to read them, trying to get them to mix up. Okay, first one. With or Without You by Eric Smith. Where Sleeping Girls Lie. 2 more. Something Spectacular by Alexis Hall, which I started reading last year and never finished, so. But the first book in that series in November of last, no. My internal idea of a month's work is a little bit messed up in 2023 because, so I read that book right before coming back from the US, which was October of last year. But in my brain, that was the end of the year. Last title. Infinity Kings by Adam Silvera, which I believe came out last month? This month, technically. But yeah, I read the first book in the series, and I've been waiting forever for the third book to come out. And would you look at that? Those are the 12 books that I've pulled out from my TBR DARS this month. So yeah, I have a lot of reading to do this next month. This did not go as expected, but it was kind of fun, and I'm hoping I enjoy these books. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!